In today's video, 8 strategies for starting the new year right as a coach. Hello, coaches. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Friday. My name is Kim, and today I'm going to be talking about 8 strategies for starting the new year right as a coach to set yourself up for success. Our first strategy is to be visible, especially at the very beginning of the year when maybe things are a little bit quiet for coaches but very busy for teachers. Be visible. Pop into the classrooms when you're there. Even if there's nothing that you think might be going wrong, a need will arise. And that will set off the school year positively because you'll have that great opportunity to do something just in time for a teacher. It starts off your relationship on a really positive note, and it keeps you in their mind as someone who can be supportive for them. This, of course, is especially critical for new teachers who might not really know exactly how the coaching process works. Just getting to know you, saying hello, learning a little bit about you, learning a little bit about them is a great way to start the new year. As you're going around and being visible and popping in and seeing what's going on in different classrooms, it's also worthwhile to keep a coaching journal, to keep some notes on what you're talking about with teachers. Maybe even keep some notes on personal information about them so that you can begin to personalize your interactions with that teacher. You can make notes to remember things about their family or about their holiday or about what they need in their classroom so that every time you work with that teacher, you have those reminders of exactly what's important to them to help personalize their learning experience. Our second tip is to establish or to maintain your quality relationships with your school leadership. If you are returning to the same school, it is likely that you have a great relationship with your school leadership already, but if you're at a new school, this is a good time to start to get to know your school leadership. You can both establish and maintain that relationship by popping into their office as well and asking a little bit about their goals for the academic year and what you can do to support them. At this point in time, it's likely that most school leaders kind of have an expectation that you as a coach know what your job is and that you can support them. So you can also offer them some insight into how they can support you in being effective in your job. If you want, this might also be a nice time to share with your school leaders how your pop-in visits have been going, the great things that are happening in different classrooms, the ways that you're planning to support all the teachers in the building or the district right now, so they have a little bit of an insight into what you're doing as a coach at the beginning of the year when maybe there's not as much need for you in classrooms right now because teachers are just prepping and getting started for the year. When you are establishing and maintaining those relationships, it's really important to remember to visit all school leaders, not just the building or divisional principals. Visit with the heads of departments, visit with the tech director or tech coordinator, visit with those people that have middle leadership roles too, and remind them that you can support them too. Many of those people might be actually in the classroom as well, so you can kind of do double duty when you're going around on your pop-ins and just ask if there's anything you can do to support them in their role as service leader or whatever it might be. The third strategy is to do some groundwork. After visiting with all those school leaders and seeing all the new teachers and doing your own personal learning, you might know about some new and exciting things that are expected in the school district over the school year. You might know about new PD initiatives. You might know about some new tools or techniques that you know teachers might want to use. Now is a great time for you to do a little professional learning, research those new focus ideas for PD, or create resources for teachers, or strategize approaches for working with different teams or different departments. Plan some training for the year and upskill yourself. Now might be a little bit of a quiet time while teachers are classroom prepping, so you can get ahead of a little bit by being prepared and doing a little bit of groundwork for what you know might be coming this academic year. Our fourth strategy is to set some goals for yourself and identify a mentor. As coaches, we always want to improve our practice as well. So now is a time to do a little reflection and a little planning ahead and thinking about what you want to achieve this year as a coach. Maybe it's working with a more diverse group of teachers, or maybe it's working with a different subject area that maybe you had struggled with in the previous year, or a different grade level that you know you didn't kind of get into their classrooms as much as you wanted to last year. Identify that goal, and as you're visiting classrooms and seeing all the different people you have on staff, identify who can support you, who can be a great sounding board for you, who can be that other pair of eyes to review the work that you're doing and make sure you're moving in the direction you want to go to. And just a little plug here, if you don't have a mentor on staff, that's okay. I would love to mentor you. We have a private coaching program where you can work with me and I can mentor you throughout the whole year. So if you're interested in that, I've put the link in the description box below. Check it out. Let me know. I would love to chat and work with you to help you achieve your coaching goals this year. Our fifth strategy is to create a data collection tool. As a coach, we always want to make sure our practice has impact. What are you doing to measure the impact of your practice? You can work on creating some data collection tools for teachers, for students, for school leaders at this time of the year so that you know your work is making an impact on student learning and teacher learning over the course of the year. If you want to learn more about measuring your impact and using data, we have recently released a video with Jordan Benedict, data coach at Shanghai American School. Check that out and I'll leave that link in the description below too. Our sixth strategy is to get organized. You guys know me, I am pretty type A, so I like having some kind of planner process. I personally like a digital planner because I can carry it with me on my phone, and it can be on my laptop, it can be on my iPad. I have access to it anytime and it never changes. It doesn't matter if you want to do paper or digital, whatever works for you is perfect. The idea is to have a place where you can record your thoughts and your plans for all your meetings so you're fully organized from the beginning of the year all the way through. And as you're thinking of how you might want to design this planner process, you might also want to think about a meeting scheduling tool. How will you organize and schedule meetings with the teachers you're going to work with, knowing where you need to be, at what time, and who you're working with? How can you set that up now to make yourself nice and organized for the course of the academic year? Our seventh strategy is to find your Lighthouse teachers. These are teachers who inspire you, who remind you what you love about teaching and learning, who allow you to take some risks in their classroom, maybe even becoming a little bit part of their class so that you can try new things with this teacher, so then you can go share those great things that you learn with that teacher with the other teachers who might be a little bit more cautious in what they do in their classroom. These are the sounding boards you might try new ideas out on as classroom teachers, and these are the momentum builders, the teachers who will spread the great work they're doing with you to their colleagues in their department or their grade level. And our eighth tip is to make some time for you. Don't forget to schedule some time for yourself in your calendar. You might not be able to keep those appointments, but having those scheduled appointments will be a reminder that yes, you need to eat lunch, or you need to take a moment to go to the bathroom, or you might need some time to prep some work for another meeting. So don't forget to schedule those things actually in your calendar. Even if you end up having to move them all around all the time, at least you won't forget how important it is to be prepared for the next coaching meeting, or that you need to eat on a regular basis each day of the school week. All right, those are our 8 tips for starting the new year right as a coach. Number 1 was to be visible. Number 2 was to establish or maintain relationships with your school leaders. Number 3 was to do some groundwork and prepare for potential new training in the school year. Number 4 was to set some goals and identify a mentor for yourself. Number 5 was to create a data collection tool so you can track your impact as a coach. Number 6 was to get organized with some kind of planner, paper or digital. Number 7 was to find your inspirational Lighthouse teachers and colleagues. And number 8 was to make some time for you in your schedule so you don't forget about yourself when you're so busy worrying about everyone else. We hope those 8 tips will help you start off your new year right as an instructional coach. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed any part of this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us know what we should focus on. If you want to see more great coaching tips and strategies in under 5 minutes, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notifications bell to find out every time we release a new episode. If you're looking for even more coaching resources, we have tons of online learning opportunities for you. We know that coaches prefer professional development when they get to learn with a cohort of other coaches with content that is leveled just right for them. We also know that the best time of year for most educators to take professional development is right now. So that's why we're facilitating all of our premium courses from October 7th to December 1st, and registration opens in late August, so get in there. Along with 10 courses designed for educators, we also have 3 custom courses designed by coaches for coaches to go in depth into specific coaching challenges, strategies, and practice for instructional coaches. The best part is that since these are all facilitated courses, you'll be learning alongside other coaches and with one of our amazing Eduro facilitators, including me. Find out more about the courses we're offering in the link in the description box below. And of course, in the same description box, we have a practical freebie linked for you too. And please comment down below if you have questions or strategies about instructional coaching, particularly about coaching conversations. We want to help you coach better. And catch us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Eduro Learning to connect with us. See you next week for 5 Minute Friday.